Imagine finding photos of a famous star from years ago that most people never saw. Now, what if I told you some of these photos are really surprising? Well, that is exactly what we are talking about today. We're looking at some very rare images of Lynda Carter, the actress best known for playing Wonder Woman. You might think you know everything about her, but these pictures show a side of her most people have never seen. So stick around because what we are about to show is unusual and will make you say, "Wow, I did not know that!" Before we get into the photos, let us take a moment to talk about who Lynda Carter is. She became famous in the 1970s when she played Wonder Woman in the television show. Millions of people watched her on television and loved her as the superhero who fought for justice. But Lynda Carter's life was not just about the television show. She was also a singer, a model, and someone who worked in Hollywood for decades. What is interesting is that while everyone saw her as the superhero, very few people saw her in her personal or professional modeling work from before she became Wonder Woman. That is where these photos come in because they show a very different side of her. You might be wondering why these photos are so rare. Well, Lynda Carter started her career as a model. Back in the 1970s, photography was not like today, where pictures are everywhere on social media. Photos were kept in magazines, small collections, or even private archives. Some of her modeling photos were meant for fashion or art magazines, not for the public to see widely. Over time, some of these photos became very hard to find. That is why, when someone discovers them, they get a lot of attention. People are curious because they show a side of Lynda Carter that most fans never knew existed. Now, here is why people get surprised when they see these pictures. Lynda Carter was always known for being very graceful and beautiful. Seeing her in these rare images is different because they are private or artistic, not something she showed on television. Some of these images are topless, but they are not meant to be shocking. Instead, they show her as a confident young woman exploring her career in modeling. It is important to remember that these photos are from decades ago, at a time when photography and fashion had a different style. The photos are sometimes artistic, sometimes natural, and they show a side of fame that most people do not think about. It makes you realize that celebrities we see on television often have another side of their life that the public rarely sees. When these rare images surface online, fans react in many ways. Some are shocked, others are curious, and some people are just amazed to see how someone who became a huge superhero star looked before fame. It can be strange to see a familiar face in a way you have never seen before. But that is exactly why these photos get shared so much. Fans sometimes debate whether it is okay to look at old modeling photos of celebrities, but most agree that it is a reminder that everyone starts somewhere, and even someone as famous as Lynda Carter had a life and career before the big fame. Even though these photos are from the past, Lynda Carter is still remembered for her role as Wonder Woman. She has continued working in acting, music, and charity work. She talks about her life with pride, and she has shared many lessons about fame, hard work, and staying true to herself. Seeing these rare photos is not about judging her, it is about understanding history and seeing a different part of a famous person's journey. Everyone has moments in life that are not public, and these photos are a glimpse into Lynda Carter's early years. You might be thinking, why should I keep watching? Well, the photos are interesting, but what makes this video different is how we explore the story behind them. We look at who she was at that time, why these photos were taken, and how they give us a better idea of her career path. By the end of this video, you will see that Lynda Carter was more than just Wonder Woman. She was a young woman exploring opportunities, building confidence, and preparing for the fame that was coming. And trust me, you will be surprised at how natural and confident she looks in these pictures. It is not about shock, it is about seeing history in a new way and appreciating someone's journey. So what did we learn? We learned that Lynda Carter had a life before Wonder Woman that was full of modeling, exploring, and learning about herself. These rare photos give us a peek into that time, and they remind us that even famous stars were once just starting out. If you have ever wondered what your favorite celebrity was like before fame, These pictures are a perfect example. They show that everyone has a story, and sometimes those stories are hidden in photos or memories that most people never see. Thanks for staying with me to the end. Remember, it is not about the shock, it is about seeing the different sides of someone's life and understanding the journey they took to become famous. Lynda Carter's story is full of surprises, and these photos are a little window into her past. If you enjoyed learning something new about a famous star, do not forget to comment below and tell me what surprised you the most. And remember, history is not just in books, it is in pictures, stories, and moments that show us how people grew into the stars we know today.